Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fantasy Football. I'm Todd Gonzalez, and today we find ourselves in Daramar, the largest city in the Empire of Tethir, to face the Daramar Gnolls, the Daggerford Rogues, on the road today. And these are two teams that are on the opposite ends of fortune. The Rogues are 9-4, coming out of the hardest part of our schedule. We have had 5 consecutive games against teams with playoff aspirations, and we have gone 4-1 in those games, making us all but locks to make the postseason. Daramar, meanwhile, comes into this game 4-9, and they are rather listless. Dead last in the league in rushing and also last in the league in defense. So the Rogues very heavily favored in this one. The Gnolls are a team that has not had success in many years, and as the poor attendance will tell you, as you can see by looking at the stands there, this is a team that does not have a ton of fan support right now. And in fact, they are being courted by several other cities as a potential target for relocation. So the Rogues going up against bottom feeder today, but we cannot let our guard down. As we know, any given Sunday in this league, anything can happen. And even a lowly team like the Daramar Gnolls still has some of the best athletes that Faerun has to offer. And they have won the toss, elected to receive. The Rogues will kick off to start this game. Danilo Fantone out there to kick it away. And to look at the standings in the Sword Coast Division, the Rogues coming into this one firmly in second place with the Baldur's Gate Space Hamsters leading the way. And some lag on the kickoff as Fantone boots it deep. It will be returnable from about the 13-yard line by Dennis Northcutt, and he will pick up a block and get it across the 30, a solid return. The Gnolls will start from the 33-yard line. It is largely the same cast of characters that we saw from this team back in Season 1, the last time the Rogues faced them. It was a 30-23 victory for the Gnolls, but they have gone nowhere while the Rogues have ascended to become one of the league's top teams. Marcus Pickles going back to pass on the game's first play, and that pass off the mark as he was trying to get it to somebody out there wide open on the left, and it fell incomplete. I believe that pass was intended for the number 3 wide receiver, Bate Nurlson, number 18, but Pickles with an inaccurate throw. And poor Marcus Pickles has been one of the lowest rated passers in the league each of the last few years. He is a quarterback that really struggles to move his body, as there is a handoff to Reggie Bobble. That goes nowhere, and it'll be 3rd down and 12 now. Well, the poor Gnolls, I feel like I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but there is really not a lot of positives to talk about with this team. They have absolutely stunk it up this year. Now Pickles going back to pass, looking across the middle, and knocked away and nearly intercepted. Tyler Boomstick getting a hand on it first. Travis Cobweb had a chance, but couldn't complete the interception. So their first drive goes for a 3 and out, and on 4th down and 12, they will bring out Pierre Trebuchet to punt it away. Well, the Gnolls, at least they have one of the best punters in the league, as Trebuchet boots this one towards the sidelines. Massimo is going to let it bounce, and it will be downed at about the 29. Well, we mentioned that the Gnolls do have some great talent on the defense, as they have a fantastic defensive tackle, number 94, Girth Stonemeat, great middle linebacker, Sarkars Fonzveka, and an awesome cornerback, Champ Bailey, who we will be staying away from today, as the first play goes to Bennett on the left. He will go for about a gain of a yard. But apart from those 3 superstars, there is not a lot of talent on the defensive side of the ball for the Gnolls, and it's an even more dire situation for them on offense. 2nd down and 9 here, handoff Bennett right side, and he will be tripped up, gaining about 5 yards. The tackle that time made by the strong safety Sammy Knight, and it will be 3rd down and 4. And on 3rd down, Appleseed from the I formation will go back to pass, looking out left, and the pass is batted away. Incomplete, and on 4th and 4, the Rogues will have to punt. They brought the blitz that time and got a lot of pressure on Appleseed, forcing the ball out early, and the Rogues will answer with a 3 and out of our own. Here is Pantaleano punting it away, and from the 15-yard line, Dennis Northcutt tackled about immediately by Kawaki Thomas at the 19. The second chance now for Marcus Pickles and the Daramar offense now. They will come out of the I formation here. 3 wide receivers in the game, and Reggie Bobble back as the running back. Trying to draw the defense off sides, and he will now toss it to Bobble on the right, and that play is snuffed out by Kevin Rhombus, fighting through a block and making the play a yard deep in the backfield for a loss of 1. Great execution there by the Rogues' rush defense, still number 1 in the league in defending the run, and by a significant margin as well. 2nd down and 11 now. Pickles will hand it to Bobble up the middle, and he finds some room, working off that left side, a gain of about 5 yards. Justice Bunn making the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5 now from the 24. They will come out with 3 wide receivers. Jetty Frones, the tight end, and Bobble in the backfield. Pickles back to pass. Pressure coming now, and he will get it away across the middle. Nearly intercepted. Tyler Boomstick getting a hand on it, and that will end the drive for the 2nd time in a row. Tyler Boomstick making a play to knock the pass down on 3rd down, and they will bring in Trebuchet to punt it away once again. With Tony Massimo back for the return. The Rogues playing a little field position battle here, as this is another very good punt. Massimo is not gonna get it, and that one's gonna take a bounce toward the sidelines and go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. A great punt. So the Rogues now backed up at our own 20-yard line. Coming out of the I formation, we will hand it to Bennett on the right. Bennett fighting for a gain of about 4 yards. The tackle made that time by Boss Bailey, the younger Bailey brother. I always get a kick out of how the Daramar Knolls have united the brothers Champ and Boss Bailey on their defense. 2nd down and 6 now. I formation again, and we hand off to Bennett. Right side again, and again there's Boss Bailey coming through to make the play, limiting him to a gain of about 4, holding him short of the 1st down. And now it'll be 3rd down and 1. A long one at that. And again, we will come out of the 2 tight end set here and give it to Bennett right up the middle, and he's not going to pick up the 1st down. Sarkars Fonzveka coming through the line that time and making the play for no gain, and the Rogues are going to have to punt it away again. A very exciting start to this game as we've had 4 consecutive 3-and-outs. It's a back-and-forth affair. Who will win? Pantoliano in to boot it away for the 2nd time now, and this is a pretty decent punt. Should be fair caught, but he's not going to fair catch it. He fumbled it. That was stupid. Kawaki Thomas picks it up, and that is how the scoring is going to start. I have no idea why Dennis Northcutt thought it would be a good idea to catch that punt, as he did not call for a fair catch, was immediately clobbered by Kevin Rhombus, and the Rogues return it for a touchdown and take the lead. The Rogues now with a very well-earned 7-0 lead, and the Knolls will start from the 20-yard line after a touchback on the kickoff. They've got 2 tight ends in, and they will send Jetty Frones in motion off to the left. Reggie Bobble, the single back behind Pickles. He will get the call off the left and blown up by Lefty Washington, a yard deep in the backfield. A loss on the play, and it will be 2nd down and long. Well, neither team's offense has been able to get a 1st down so far in this game. It has been a defensive struggle, as they will send Baton Earlson in motion off to the right, hand off Bobble, and he is hit hard by Sarkon the Wise right at the line of scrimmage. A short gain. It will be 3rd and long. They will come out with 3 wide receivers here on 3rd down and 10. Again, the single back behind Pickles. He will go back to pass. Pressure coming now from up the middle, and he will look off to the right. Knocked away. Lamar Ilko getting a hand on the pass. And they will have to punt again after yet another 3-and-out. Pierre Trebuchet in to punt, and Tony Massimo back for the return. Beginning to start to sound like a broken record here. Again, that's another of the same exact punt. Massimo will get it this time and take it up near the 50-yard line. Boss Bailey making another tackle. From the 48-yard line, the Rogues with an I formation here. Appleseed changing something at the line of scrimmage. And he will run the play fake. And looking deep across the middle for Charles Eel. Intercepted! Red herring! Coming through and picking off the pass, undercutting the route. Appleseed throwing that one up for grabs. That was a bad pass. There was really nobody open downfield. He shouldn't have thrown it anywhere, except for maybe away. And it will be a 1st down and 10 for the Knolls at the 32-yard line. Bit of an arm punt there by Appleseed, as it doesn't really hurt in the field position battle, but maybe this will be the catalyst to get the Knolls offense going. Handoff, Bobble up the middle, good hole, and a good tackle by Polamalu, limiting that one to about a gain of 8 yards. He gets it up to the 40-yard line, where they will have a 2nd down and a long 2. Or maybe a short 3, depending on how you look at it. And the defense now will bring the safeties up. Pickles back to pass. They pick up the blitz. He gets it away off to the right. And incomplete. Broken up by Lamar Ilko. Once again, they are just really struggling to complete passes. The Rogues secondary has been all over it. 3rd down and 2. Or 3. Pickles under center here. 2 tight ends. He will send Jetty Frones in motion off to the left. Bobble in the single back formation, and they will give Bobble the ball off the left side, and he spins again, and gets the 1st down. To the 49-yard line, Larry Law making the tackle there, and there is the first down of the game. The whirling dervish, Reggie Bobble, spinning around and picking up the first down. And now they will come out here with 3 wide receivers. The ball on the 49-yard line. Handoff Bobble. Taken down in the backfield. Gerard Tumbleweed coming through the line to make the play for a 2-yard loss. This will be the 5th play of the drive. The Noles trying to break it across that 50-yard line and get into Rogues territory for the first time this game. They will send Frones in motion off to the left. And a handoff here. Carswell, the backup running back, is eaten alive in the backfield by Justice Bunn. That is a 3-yard loss, and it'll be 3rd down and 15. And back to pass now. Pressure coming. He is sacked. Lefty Washington coming through off the right side unblocked. Getting him deep in the backfield. The Rogues blitz, and that will halt the drive. They are unable to capitalize after the Appleseed interception, getting the ball almost up to midfield, but ultimately unable to break it across the 50-yard line. Now Pierre Trebuchet into punt once again, and Tony Massimo back for the return. Another good angled punt, and Massimo is going to let it bounce at about the 20, and it will roll out of bounds at the 15. Well, I beg your pardon, they've actually spotted the ball at the 11-yard line. That is an interesting spot, as I really didn't think it was that far back, but I mean, hey, Pierre Trebuchet is one of the best punters in the league. The only real weapon for Daramar on offense is their punter. First down and 10 here, and Bennett will get the call on the right, and he's tracked down from behind. A nice tackle there by number 92. I don't even know who that is. I do not have that player written down. It's a gain of 3, and it will be 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, Ozymataz Buckshank going in motion off to the right side. I formation behind Appleseed. We will fake it to Bennett, and Appleseed rolling to the left now, trying to get a block, and he does, but he's going to be taken down from behind. Unable to escape the pressure that time, and sacked in the backfield. That was Kenechi Udeze, the right end, or excuse me, that was actually Bam Sampson making the tackle. Sampson, the cousin of Rogues' star special teams ace, Sam Bamson, getting in there and making the tackle, and it will now be 3rd down and 13 for the Rogues. The Rogues have really not looked good in the passing game today. We've been shying away from the right side of the field because Champ Bailey's over there, and, you know, the rest of the Noles defense is doing a pretty good job against the Rogues' potent passing attack. We will try to go to Bennett here, and that's going to be a short gain. Will not pick up the first down. Not even close to it. A gain of 2, and it will now be 4th and long. We're going to have to punt from our own 10-yard line. So the Noles defense is doing a great job against the Rogues' attack. One of the best offenses in the league is really struggling to get it out of first gear today. We've gotten a well-deserved touchdown on a punt, on a fumble. And now Pantaleano trying to pin it back deep and get a repeat here. Northcutt taking it again, and he will make something happen this time on the return, getting up near midfield. Marquise Pooper really just whiffing on the tackle attempt that time. See him just flying off screen. A long punt, but also a pretty good return, and the Noles now will start from the 47-yard line. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter here. And they will come out of the I formation. Pickles under center, and he will hand it to Bobble, right side, with room to run, but Polamalu with another great hit right at the 49, preventing him from crossing the 50. And that is how the first quarter comes to a close. The Rogues leading 7-0 on the road in Daramar. 2nd down and 8 now. They come out of the 2 tight end set, and they are sending Eric Applebaum in motion off the right side. Handoff, Bobble, taken down at the line. Sarkhan the Wise fighting through to make the run stuff, and it will be 3rd down and 9 now. Back to pass, Pickles, pressure, and sacked. It's Lefty Washington again, taking him down for the 2nd straight drive, and they will have to punt it away on 4th and 15. Lefty Washington, known as one of the best defenders of the pass in the league, but we've been sending him on the blitz today, and he has snuffed out Marcus Pickles, one of the least mobile quarterbacks in the entire league, twice. And now Massimo back for a return. He will get it from the 17. And slipping a tackle now and hit hard, but he gets it to the 25. A decent little return there. The Rogues will have another chance on offense. And the Rogues have really struggled to move the ball in this one, particularly through the air. And on 1st down and 10 here, Appleseed will go back to pass. Looking deep, trying to find Charles Eel on the left and knocked away. Great coverage that time. Swerveth and Splat getting up and getting a hand on the pass. Appleseed has not looked in rhythm today with his receivers. Not on the same page at all. 2nd down and 10 here. They've got everybody up at the line, and Appleseed will call an audible. Sending Tugboat off to the left, and we're going to try to hit him with a little play action. And they are going to bring the blitz. Appleseed rolling out to the right now and throwing it deep for Tugboat. Got him! Synthania Tugboat at the 43. With Champ Bailey draped all over them in coverage, it didn't matter, as Tugboat is one of the few wide receivers with the speed to match Bailey downfield, and they hit the bomb, and that's a first down. That is a matchup that everybody was circling heading into this game. Champ Bailey versus Synthania Tugboat, the wide receiver who has really broken out with a couple of great performances in the second half of the season. And now Bennett tracked down at the line. Sarkar's Fonzveka coming through and making the play for a 1-yard loss. And once again, we have to thank 7-year-old Todd for naming the middle linebacker of the Daramar Knolls Sarkar's Fonzveka. I really thought that was a cool sounding name when I was a very small child. Handoff, Bennett left side and cutting it back and nowhere to go. Taken down at the line, Boss Bailey on the tackle once again. Third down and 11, the ball right in the middle of the field, and Appleseed will come out with 4 wide receivers. He will go back to pass. The defense playing some zone here, and look at Girlfriend Vancouver right there on the block. I got distracted looking at Girlfriend. They're just so good looking. And Appleseed will run for a gain of 4 yards to the 40-yard line. It will be 4th and 6. On 4th down, Appleseed will go back to pass. They bring the blitz. He gets it away. Ghostkeeper for the first down with the block laid by Charles Eel. And Joe Ghostkeeper getting open in the flat and picking up the first down for the Rogues. The Knolls tried to bring a blitz that time, but Alex Appleseed was all over it as they kind of had it telegraphed before we snapped the ball. And now on 1st down and 10, Appleseed will be going back to pass again. And he's going to roll to the right, looking for some room to run. There is Tugboat, but the pass is dropped. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a play that looked like a disaster, but then Tugboat came open at the last second, but couldn't hang on to the ball, and that could have been big yardage. And Tugboat will come off the field now on 2nd down and 10. Synthania Tugboat is a player that does tire out very easily, so perhaps they were just a little tired from running around for so long on that play. And now Bennett on the right with good room, and he will pick up 6 yards. 3rd down and 4, the ball on the 26-yard line. This is the best that either team's offense has looked so far today, as the Rogues now pretty deep into enemy territory. And from the shotgun, Appleseed will go back to pass, looking out left for Tugboat, and knocked away. An incomplete pass. Red Herring, the safety, making the play that time and knocking it out of the air. And now on 4th down, we will bring out Danilo Fantone, number 44, to try a 44-yard field goal attempt. And the wind not really a factor on this one, as Fantone puts it up, and it's a beautiful kick. And that'll extend the Rogues' lead to 6-0. I beg your pardon, 10-0. Full disclosure, I played this game once before already. I played the entire game, and I had a problem with the recording, and now I'm having to do it over again, and I'm not particularly happy about it. And that is why I sound so sarcastic today. Here is Northcutt taking it from the 1-yard line and stopped by a couple of Rogues at the 18. 3 wide receivers in here on 1st down for Marcus Pickles with 7 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. He will come out of the I formation and hand it off to Bobble on the left side. And Larry Law making a great play to stop the run in its tracks. You can see the offensive production. The Knolls have run 17 plays and they have gotten 7 yards. And in fact, they have actually gotten -11 passing yards in the game. And there's a handoff to Bobble. Blown up in the backfield. Seamus Gilhooly coming through and making the stop. 3rd down and 11. Pickles will come out with 5 wide receivers. Hit as he throws. Off the left. Caught! Jeff Sharp, a 1st down. Is that their first completion on the game? I think it is. Pickles that time with just a nice pass as Justice Bunn was about to get him. And Travis Cobweb had pretty decent positioning on that one, but they were able to complete the pass anyway. That gets it out to the 29-yard line. The first down in quite some time for the Daramar Knolls. Pickles will go back to pass here. Pressure coming and intercepted. Justice Bunn taking it off the left and tackled by the fullback, Howard Peoplemover, at the 33-yard line. Well, Marcus Pickles got a pretty good pass for a 1st down and then followed it up immediately with a stinker, throwing it right to Justice Bunn. And now the Rogues are going to have a 1st down and 10. And we will come out here running play action and looking for Buckshank. And incomplete, as they had plenty of guys there to stop that pass. And it will be 2nd down and 10. The Rogues found a little bit of success in the passing game on that last drive, trying to recapture the magic here. On 2nd down and 10, it will be a run. Bennett off the left, and Vancouver leading the way for a gain of about 7. 3rd down now, and the Rogues, uncharacteristically, are 0 for 5 on 3rd downs thus far in this game. And Appleseed changing something here at the line of scrimmage. We've got the 2 tight end package in. He will go back to pass. Looking for Tugboat. Knocked away, incomplete. Swervethan Splat knew that was coming. Stepped in front of the pass and knocked it away. So it'll be 4th down and 4, and we've got Fantone in to try his second 44-yard field goal attempt of the game. Number 44, already good once from this distance, and it was no problem for him the first time. And the kick is up, and it is wide right, no good, just barely missing it. So the Rogues leaving points on the board there after the interception by Justice Bunn, and the Noles will take over at the 34-yard line. Now, the big storyline for the Noles, as we mentioned, they are being courted by the cities of Zesper as well as Almraven. Perhaps they could be on the move in the near future as they have failed to really generate any kind of profit or fan interest. They will now hand off to Bobble up the middle, and that's one of their best looking plays of the game. It gets 4 yards. 2nd down and 7 upcoming. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, and Marcus Pickles will come out with 5 wide receivers. His defense is in the dime, and he will look off to the right and caught. Sagittariat Jefferspin, the former Waterdeep Dragons wide receiver, makes the catch, and that is a gain of about 1 yard. Now they will come out with 3 wide receivers here on 3rd down and 6, single back formation, and it's a toss play to Bobble, and that is not going to move the chains. Tackled by Kawaki Thomas in the backfield, a loss of a yard, and it's 4th and 7. Just about 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Tony Massimo going back for the punt return. Pierre Trebuchet in for another punt. And here is Massimo. He'll have a chance to return it. Taking it from the 20 and trying to get it up the right side. Stiff arms a man and gets it to the 29. Just 4 yards on the punt return there for Massimo, running sideways and not getting it upfield. And now 1st down and 10 for the Rogues. 2:46 to go in the second quarter, and we're going to try a handoff for Bennett on the right. And Champ Bailey getting in there and making the play. That is a short gain, maybe 2 yards. High formation once again on 2nd down. It will be a handoff, and Bennett taken down at the line. And there is a holding penalty as well on Barbecue, so they'll move us back 10 yards. And it will be 2nd and 18 now from the 20-yard line. That one brings us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 18 now, and the Rogues will send Bennett in motion off to the right. Appleseed going back to pass, and he will look out for Bennett on the left, and he makes the catch and steps out of bounds, a gain of about 8 yards. The Rogues with another opportunity here on 3rd downs. We are 0 for 6 on 3rd downs to this point. Appleseed with the single back formation, 3 wide receivers in. He will go back to pass. Ghostkeeper wide open on the right, catches it, and into enemy territory at the 46. And we're going to come out here and try to run the no huddle. Taking a look at Appleseed's stats, very uncharacteristic first half for him. 5 of 12, 71 yards, and 1 interception. Now on 1st down and 10 here, he will change the play at the line of scrimmage. I mean, we've seen this before from Appleseed, where he will put up poor stats in the first half and then rebound for a great second half. And wide open over the middle is Azamataz Buckshank. A nice completion that will move the chains. Minute and a half to go now in the first half. And Appleseed changing things around once again. Bennett will go off to the right. Got Ghostkeeper in the slot to the left. Now he will go back to pass. Looking off to the left side, trying to get it to Ghostkeeper with the catch. And no, he could not get the second foot in bounds. So that will stop the clock. An incomplete pass, and it will be 2nd and 10. Ghostkeeper has made a couple of nice catches in the first half, but unable to haul that one in. That would have been a great effort. 2nd down and 10 upcoming now. Appleseed back to pass, and Buckshank's going to be wide open on the right. But look at that play by Champ Bailey. But, oh no, the play is going to be wiped out. Sarkars Fonzveka laying an unnecessary hit on Appleseed, getting him for the roughing the passer penalty, negating an incredible effort by Champ Bailey, who made a play on that one that really only he could make. One of the absolute best defenders in the entire league. It's such a shame that he's wasting away his talents on such a putrid team. Now the Rogues will have a 1st down and 10, and Bennett chased down by Boss Bailey. Boss Bailey's having himself a game. Another tackle in the backfield, a loss of a yard. We are now inside 1 minute to go here in the first half. Boss Bailey, a linebacker that has played most of his career in the shadow of his incredible older brother. It's Appleseed now looking out to the left. Cheesesteak wide open, making the catch, and getting it inside the 5 to the 2. A first down for the Rogues. The clock will stop with 40 seconds remaining in the first half. This will be the 9th play of the drive. The Rogues trying to force the ball into the end zone and score our first offensive touchdown of the game. It will be a handoff to Cheesesteak up the middle. Touchdown, Rogues! Falling into the end zone, we give it to the big man. And he ran over Fonseca that time, the undersized linebacker, running into the big payload of Cheesesteak. And the fans here, what few of them there are not happy with what they see down there on the field. And that is the score as we go into halftime. Rogues leading 17-0. Well, we can see the first half stats. The Noles have managed just 23 total yards, 5 yards through the air. One of the most inept performances we've seen from an offense. And now what's this? Tony Massimo deciding to take it out from 5 yards deep, and he will get it up exactly to the 20. So just as good as a touchback, 25-yard return, but it only gets to the 20-yard line. Well, Massimo is a very aggressive kick returner. He will try to make something happen even when he probably shouldn't. But that's something that we love about him. First down and 10 Rogues for the 20-yard line, and we will hand it to Bennett. And a great tackle. Champ Bailey getting in there to make the play in the backfield. That is going to go for no gain. Take another look at the total offense. It has been ugly for the Noles. The Rogues, meanwhile, have just 95 yards through the air and 37 on the ground, so it's not like we've been world beaters today. There's Bennett open in the flat on the left. He will pick up just about enough for the first down, a 10-yard gain. And indeed, they give him the spot. It's a first down and 10 for the Rogues now. We'll send Ozmataz Buckshank in motion off to the right. And Appleseed will run the play fake here, looking for Buckshank off that right side. Caught! And Champ Bailey paying the price to the 50-yard line. Bailey tried to undercut the pass and knock it out of the air, but Appleseed was just a precision strike. Bailey barely missed it, and Buckshank rumbling down the field for the first down. Appleseed now a 9 of 19 for 130 yards and the 1 interception. Very uncharacteristic stat line for him, but the Rogues are ahead by 3 scores. Now going back to pass, he will try to float it out for Cheesesteak in the flat. Cheesesteak with a juke move and runs over the linebacker. A great run. Bam Sampson unable to bring him down. That is a 9-yard pickup for Cheesesteak and a first down for the Rogues. How about Jamar Cheesesteak today? A couple of receptions in clutch situations. The Rogues now have the ball inside Noles territory. Well, in Noles territory is never somewhere you want to be in Faerun, except when you're playing football. And now Bennett off the right with plenty of room with a first down run and a good tackle there by Red Herring, stopping him from getting in the end zone, as that's a 12-yard pickup, and he was absolutely the last line of defense. I mean, you think back to that interception early in the first quarter, it really was a red herring by Red Herring. Picking off the pass, it looked like that might have been a springboard for Daramar to get something going, but nope. There's Massimo, a loss of yardage that time, as Fonseca getting in the backfield, making the play for a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13 upcoming now. I formation, Appleseed back to pass, and he will look out left for Buckshank. He's got it and turns it upfield. Buckshank rumbling inside the 10, brought down from behind by Herring at the 5-yard line. They let the tight end get loose on that out route, such a deadly route for him to run. Appleseed with the precision throw toward the sidelines. Buckshank turning it upfield. The Rogues are in prime scoring position once again. The 3rd reception of the day for Ozmataz Buckshank. It went for he's gone for 62 yards. And the Rogues have a first down and goal. Appleseed back to pass. He's going to run to the right and tries to float it to the end zone for Tugboat, and nearly intercepted. Champ Bailey all over it. I'd really love to get Champ Bailey on a good team. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Stacy Mack in the game at tailback. He will take it off the left. Fonseca coming through the line and making the play. A short gain off the left. 3rd down and goal. Appleseed will go back to pass, and now, nobody's open. He's going to look for Bennett, making the catch, but short of the goal line. They're going to say he didn't get it in. 4th and goal now from the 1. And with the ball inside the 1-yard line now, the Rogues with very little to lose. We are going to keep the offense out here and try to go for it. Quarterback sneak. Appleseed gets it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rogues. An easy one there, and he will give it to Girlfriend Vancouver to spike it. Just a great moment of friendship, spoiled by the boos of the home crowd. Vancouver, luckily not suspended for this game after they threw a wild punch at the end of last one. Scott Whitman assaulting Alex Appleseed on the last play of the game when we were trying to close it out against the Knights. Girlfriend Vancouver rewarded by getting to spike the ball. The Rogues are now firmly in control of this one, 24-0, 6:39 to go in the third quarter. Danilo Fantone in to boot the kickoff away as the Rogues offense has woken up. The sleeping Giants have gotten it going as this game has stretched longer and longer into the afternoon. And the kickoff goes into the end zone, and Northcutt will try to take it up the middle, slipping a tackle now, and Dennis Northcutt with a great return out across the 40. Kevin Rhombus making the tackle at the 42-yard line. It was a really fantastic return. He did it by just holding forward on the analog stick. And now it's got them set up with great field position. Can they finally get into Daggerford territory on this drive? They are primed to do so. Here's Bobble off the right, and he will be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he had room to run there, but Tyler Boomstick coming up to make the tackle for a short gain of 1 yard. The Noles have 24 yards on 27 plays. They are getting dominated thoroughly in every single facet of the game. Pickles now from the shotgun. He will go back to pass. Pressure coming. He gets it away off to the right and knocked away. Lamar Ilko all over that one. They were trying to get it to Dennis Northcutt, but Ilko has been providing lockdown coverage on the right side all game long. Lamar Ilko is perhaps tired of hearing about how great Champ Bailey is, taking it into his own hands there to make the play, and now a 3rd down and 9 upcoming for the Noles. Pickles with the single back formation behind him. Bobble is the deep man in the backfield, trying to draw him off sides. He will go back to pass, hit as he throws, and this one's caught. Northcutt, they go to that matchup again, and Ilko this time was unable to make the play. And so the Noles finally have the ball inside Rogues territory. That is a 1st down to the 38-yard line. Taking another look here, Pickles, well, they picked up the blitz. Northcutt running a great route. He got it out at the last possible second, hit right after he threw it. The pass rush provided that time by Larry Law or maybe Justice Bunn or someone off that left side. And now they will have a 1st down and 10. Handoff, Bobble. Right side, and a good hole, and now Polamalu is going to get flagged for a face mask. No, he's not. Well, that was the face mask animation if I've ever seen it, but the refs holding the flags in their pockets, Polamalu getting away with one there. That is a gain of 3 yards, and it will be 2nd down and 7. I've gotten so accustomed to all of the millions of face mask penalties that we've seen over the course of this series that I'm seeing face masks even when they don't happen. Pickles, left side, knocked away, nearly picked, as Cobweb stepping in front of the pass that was intended for Bate Nurlson. It will be 3rd and 7. Single back formation here, 4 wide receivers in. Pickles back to pass, hit as he throws, and almost intercepted again. 2 straight plays that Travis Cobweb has had it in his grasp, but let it fall to the turf, and now it'll be 4th and 7, and they will have to try a long field goal. This is going to be an attempt of 53 yards, and we've got Massimo back there in a cheeky attempt to try to psych him out. Elicit Jeremy, the lefty, in to try the kick, and it is up, and it's perfectly good. Just kidding, no good. I thought that one had the distance, but it didn't. Well, that one was right down the middle, but falling short of the crossbar. Jeremy is one of the league's best kickers, but unable to make it happen there. And now 1st down and 10. The Rogues will take over at the 42-yard line. The shutout is intact. We could be seeing our first ever shutout, as now Bennett will take it off the left, and he pinballs behind a couple of guys, and that is a short run, a gain of about 1 yard. The Rogues with just 45 rushing yards in this one. We have been able to get the passing game going in the last couple of drives, and we've gotten up over 200 yards of total offense. And now on 2nd down and 8, Appleseed changing something here at the line of scrimmage. He will go back to pass, and rolling out to the right, he's going to take off, and now tries to throw it downfield. Damian Bennett wide open at the 25. What a circus play by Alex Appleseed. They found the hole in the zone defense. Damian Bennett getting behind him, and Appleseed with an absolute missile strike down the field. What a throw and catch. Now we've got it at the 24-yard line. Well, this game is very rapidly in danger of getting completely out of hand. Appleseed will change everything here at the line of scrimmage. We've completely rewritten the play. 1st down and 10, I formation. It's going to be a play fake. Looking out left. Buckshank's got it, and a 1st down to the 10-yard line. A great throw and catch. Appleseed showing off, he doesn't have the strongest arm in the league, but on those last 2 throws, he really zipped him in there. As the only knock on him as a quarterback physically is that he has just a league average arm and not a great one. 1st down and 10 from the 10. Bennett will get the call on the right. And big hole, but it closes up in a hurry. Sam Bamson or Bam Sampson, whichever one it is, makes the tackle. A gain of 1 yard. Bam Sampson, that's their guy. Our guy is Sam. Their guy is Bam. They're both each other's dad. Second down and 9. I formation here. Tony Massimo in the game. He will get it up the middle. And now fighting ahead. He will get it to about the 6, a gain of 3. Third down and 5. Appleseed going back to pass. Buckshank is wide open in the middle of the end zone. Completely unaccounted for. An easy read for Appleseed, and that will get the Rogues up to 30 points. A touchdown pass. With a minute 48 to go in the third quarter. The fans are hating everything they see, and the Rogues are firmly in control of this game. Well, I mentioned before that I had already actually played out most of this game, but had a problem with the recording. In that alternate dimension, it was just about this lopsided, but in that alternate dimension, the Daramar Knolls at least had one good drive where they were able to score a touchdown. And I think it was something like 33-7 in the fourth quarter when I realized that I had to start it over. So perhaps this could be the first shutout in Rogues history, but it will come with an asterisk. And that is that in some alternate dimension, it didn't happen. So there's the intrigue as they will take over with a minute 45 to go in the third. 3 wide receivers in. Pickles will send somebody in motion off to the right. And a handoff now. Bobble off the left. Taken down by Larry Law, but they will get Law for the face mask they saw at that time. And that's going to get them a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Pickles with 4 wide receivers in here on second down. Bobble the lone man in the backfield behind him. He will go back to pass. Looking right. Caught. Sagittarius Jefferspin for the first down to the 26. 2 tight end package in the I formation. The defense will bring everybody up to the line. They're going to send Jetty Frones in motion off to the left side. Handoff, Bobble, taken down right at the line by Tyler Boomstick. Third tackle on the game for Boomstick, and now it will be 2nd and 10. Pickles with the empty backfield behind him. And he will send Applebaum in motion off to the left side. The backup tight end, Eric Applebaum. Pickles back to pass, pressure, and sacked. Sarkon the Wise dumping him to the turf at the 22, and that will set up a 3rd and 15. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. We will go into the final period here with the Rogues leading 31-0. Well, it has been just an awful day on offense for the Daramar Knolls. They will come out here with 5 wide receivers and try to make something of it. Pickles with the empty backfield behind him. He will be going back to pass on 3rd and forever as we start the fourth quarter. He will take it, and he's going to be sacked. Larry Law coming off the edge that time. And Tumbleweed got to him as well. Pickles sacked on consecutive plays, and that drive is a dud. And there you can see Tumbleweed fighting across the line, and the big hit. That has got to hurt. Poor Marcus Pickles. The poor guy. I've probably called him Tommy. Call me out in the comments if I've accidentally called him Tommy Pickles a couple of times. I think I keep doing that. And now here's the punt. Massimo is going to call for a fair catch with a linebacker bearing down on him at the 45. 11:24 to go in the fourth quarter. The Rogues will take over once again. And the I formation behind Appleseed. Bennett will get the call on the left on the counter play, and a good block downfield by Cheesesteak. That springs Bennett for a big gain across the 40-yard line and well into Knolls territory to the 37. An 18-yard pickup and a fresh set of downs for the Rogues. And the offense really steamrolling now. We have been unstoppable ever since all those punts early in the game. Now here on 1st down and 10, Appleseed changing some things at the line of scrimmage. Going to have to hurry to get this play off. We're going to try the counter to the left again, and this time Bennett is stood up at the line. A good play there by Kenechi Udeze, the defensive end. A gain of a yard, and it will be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Buckshank will go in motion off to the right. And the defense shifting around just a little bit. Appleseed running the play fake here. Looking deep into the end zone, trying to get it to Tugboat off the left. Caught! Out of bounds! Incomplete! Splat with the coverage that time. And Dick Vermeil is having none of it, as he really thought that was a catch, and so did I. Let's take another look at this one. The challenge flag is out. Tugboat at the very back of the end zone with 1 foot, and maybe 2 feet. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Take a look at that right foot. We know the left one is down there, and I believe the right toe tapped inbounds before the left one came down out. They are already ready with the decision. A very quick call. And the call stands. They say incomplete pass. Well, we really wanted the touchdown for Tugboat. That would have made it 38-0. But instead, the referees did not see evidence conclusive enough to change the play, and it will be 3rd down and 9. Appleseed will go back to pass here. We're rolling out to the left, and he might have to... Well, he's going to try to throw it, and nearly throws a pick. That was dumb. He threw it right to Bam Samson. And it's incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9 from the 36. The Rogues will send out Danilo Fantone here to try a 53-yard field goal attempt with Larfy Schwazens, the long snapper, and Leach Ingram on the hold. This to make it 34-0. And Fantone boots it up, and it's drifting right, and he's missed another one. No good. That was a very long attempt, the same distance that we saw Illicit Jeremy miss from earlier in the game. First down and 10. Now they will come out of the I formation, sending Northcutt in motion off to the right side. Pickles will go back to pass, and he's got all kinds of time looking off the right and swatted out of the air. Lefty Washington emphatically getting a hand on that pass, and it will be second down and 10. Washington getting one of his left hands up there to knock down the pass. Second and long upcoming for Pickles. With Bobble in the backfield behind him, he will try to draw the defense off sides here. Now he will go back to pass. Pressure from Tumbleweed. Gets it away to the right. Intercepted. There's Washington. Washington making a move to the sidelines and a good return, taking it to the 32. The crowd completely silent. You could hear a pin drop here in Daramar, as I think they've absolutely checked out on the game. Another turnover for the defense, and the shutout well intact here. We will have a first and 10 from the 33. This is a thorough humiliation. The Rogues really taking it to a team that is just down on their luck. Handoff Bennett, right side, and taken down. Sarkar's Fonzveka. It's never going to get any easier to say, no matter how many times I say it. He makes the tackle. It'll be second and 10. Sarkar's Fonzveka. Yeah, second and 10 here. I formation, Appleseed with Bennett in the backfield behind him. Really just trying to run the clock out. We want to do that shutout so bad. Oh my God! Somebody didn't block Boss Bailey that time. He came in completely unblocked and took Bennett down for a loss of 4 yards. Poor Damian Bennett paying the price for a lapse in judgment from the Rogues' offensive line. Well, a third down and 14 upcoming here. Appleseed with 5 wide receivers. He will go back to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to get it to Tugboat. And Tugboat makes the catch right in front of Champ Bailey. Short of the first down, but that'll get us into field goal range at least. And on 4th and 2, from the 25-yard line, we will send out Danilo Fantone to try an eminently makeable 42-yard field goal attempt. Fantone is just 1 for 3 on the day. The reigning kicker of the year is struggling in this one. But this is a great kick, and it's going to add 3 points to the Rogues' total. 34-0. And I mean, look at how many fans are left in the stands here. I think there's about 50 people remaining to watch this one. As the Noles have 42 yards of total offense. They've gained just 22 yards through the air. This has been just a historically inept performance. And now they will throw it for Bobble. That's going to lose yards off the right side. Ilko coming through to make the tackle. A loss of 1. I don't know if they'll call that a run or a pass play, as it looked like a backward pass to me. But the Noles, you can see there, they average about 200 yards per game, which is really poopy on its own. But today, just 41. My goodness. Back to pass Pickles. They pick up the blitz, and the pass is broken up by Cobweb. 7:07 here in the 4th quarter, and Daramar is just 3 of 12 on third downs to this point. They will come out with 3 receivers off to the right side. Pickles in the shotgun. Flanked to the left by Bobble. He will go back to pass, looking over the middle. Caught! Bate Nurlson. That's an easy first down. Getting it across the 40 to about the 41. That was a gain of 17, as they didn't account for the middle of the field in the Rogues' zone defense that time. 6:34 now on the clock, and they will hand it to Bobble, and what a hit! Boomstick laying the boom at the 45. That's a solid enough pickup, about 3 or 4 yards off the left side, but man, did he pay the price for that one. Just about 6 minutes to go now in the 4th quarter. And they will come out with 3 wide receivers here. Back to pass Pickles, and he has time looking left. Caught! Nurlson! And another great hit by Boomstick, but that's going to get them just about into field goal range at the 34. So finally, they are moving the ball on this drive. Nurlson up to 40 receiving yards now. And on first down and 10, they will hand it to Bobble, left side, and he will get it across the 30, tackled by Boomstick at the 29. The Noles are firmly in field goal range here with about 5 minutes to go in the game. The shutout in danger of being lost. Pickles left side. Caught! Jeff Sharp at the 20. Another first down for the Noles. This is easily the best drive that the Daramar offense has put together today, but it is... they're also taking a lot of time off the clock, and they're also down by 34 points, so it really doesn't matter. Bobble off the right will be tackled right at the line. Lefty Washington making the play for no gain. Second down and 10. Handoff. Right side, Bobble. He will pick up about 9 yards. Tackled by Polamalu at the 12. That play picked up about 8 yards, and now it will set them up with a 3rd down and short. Daramar 4 of 13 on 3rd downs to this point. Pickles back to pass. He's got time, and now looking in zone. Knocked away. Lefty Washington making the play. He got a hand on it and almost intercepted it. Now they're going to come out and lead the offense out here on 4th and 2. This will be the 11th play of the drive now. They will come out of the I formation. Bobble in the backfield. Pickles under center. He will go back to pass. And looking right. Intercepted Lamar Ilko. The shutout survives. That is an interception that would have been a turnover on downs anyway. And now with 3:19 to go, the Rogues can just try to run the clock out. And so that is going to do it in this one from Daramar. The final score, 34-0. Daggerford completely just rolling up the Knolls and smoking them here today. Knolls are about a CR1 monster. The Rogues have leveled up past a point of that being a problem for us. Marcus Pickles and company back to the drawing board. The poor Knolls fans that stuck around witnessed a complete dud of a ball game by their home team in what could be their final season in the city of Daramar. And quite frankly, it is going to just be a great feeling leaving this game behind, as I have now played it twice. And both times it was the same result, with just an awful showing by the Knolls offense. Let's dig into the stats here and see just how bad they were. 102 yards of total offense that was really buoyed by a great drive they had late in the 4th quarter. They finished with 67 passing yards, and coming into that drive, I think they had something like 20 on the game. It was just abysmal. They had 4 giveaways in the game. The Rogues, man, my goodness. Alex Appleseed in this one, he finished with a quarterback rating of 78.2 as he completed 16 of 29 passes for 230 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. Not his best day at the office. He was sacked just 1 time, though. But his counterpart, Marcus Pickles, has just finished one of the worst games in the history of football. A 10.0 passer rating and 85 yards, no touchdowns and 3 picks, 10 completions, 25 attempts, a 40% completion percentage, a 3.4 yards per pass, 4 sacks. Good Lord. Reggie Bobble was just terrible running the football as well. The Knolls' star running back had 38 yards on 22 attempts. Quite frankly, he deserves better. Damian Bennett, meanwhile, ended up with 80 yards on 25 attempts. And looking at the receiving totals, the leading receiver today was Ozymataz Buckshank with 5 catches for 80 yards and the Rogues' lone touchdown in the passing game. Bennett with 5 catches and 54 yards through the air. Joe Ghostkeeper caught 2 passes, as did Jamar Cheesesteak and Synthania Tugboat, who was limited because they were blanketed all game long by Champ Bailey. Mario Bell ate 10 pancakes today. We don't really talk about Mario Bell enough, but man, this guy has just been a great offensive lineman at right tackle for the Rogues. He is really one of the best in the league, and he was eaten all game long. On defense, Tyler Boomstick led the way with 7 tackles. We had a whole bunch of sacks. Lefty Washington got 2, Larry Law and Sarkon the Wise each got 1. And Lamar Ilko, Washington, and Justice Bunn had interceptions on the day. Lefty returned his for 22 yards, a great return. Well, the Rogues have finally gotten ourselves a shutout, 34-0, the final over at just an inept Daramar Knolls team. Unable to put a single point on the board, they fall to 4-10. Meanwhile, the Rogues improve to 10-4, and there are a couple of really big games later on this afternoon that I have had my eye on. The Waterdeep Dragons going into Port Nyanzaru to play the Pirates in a rematch of the AFC Championship game from Season 1. And the Pirates have put the brakes on a surging Waterdeep team, defeating them 34-14. The Pirates will improve to 11-2-1. And then the game of the week, the Baldur's Gate Space Hamsters playing host to the Icewind Dale Direwolves. And the Space Hamsters have held on, a 19-14 victory at home against a tough opponent. The Direwolves will fall to 8-6. The Space Hamsters improve to 11-3, and they will still be in first place in the Sword Coast Division. The Zola Trolls have now clinched the Om Division with a thorough victory, 23-13, over the Esmultaran Owlbears, who have really fallen off this season. They are now 5-9. The Neverwinter Knights staying alive in the playoff race with a 35-14 victory over the Kalimport Roosters, who fall to 6-8. Big rivalry game here, Sundabar versus Mirabar. Tensions are always high when these two go at it, but the Miners able to take care of the Beholders, 27-9, the finish underground. The Westgate Sharks picking up a 19-6 victory over the Marcimber Mind Flayers. That improves the Sharks' record to 9-5, and they will maintain control of first place in the AFC East. And on Monday Night Football, the Luskin Fireballs have clawed their way back into playoff contention. They are now tied for first place in the NFC North at 8-6 as they take care of the Beardusk Harpers, 17-6 the final in that one. And so taking a look at the standings in the Sword Coast Division, the Rogues just still in second place as those pesky space hamsters just won't lose. They maintain control of first place, their record 11-3, and then the Knights in third place at 8-5-1, hanging on to their hopes of a wild card. The Dragons falling to 8-6 and are in serious danger of being knocked out. If we look at the AFC as a whole, we can see the Pirates are the only team that's clinched a playoff berth at this point. The Space Hamsters would be the number 2 seed if the season ended today. The Everland Blink Dogs and Mirabar Miners tied for first place in the AFC North. One of those teams will be a wild card. The Rogues would be the final wild card, and then the Sharks at 9-5. The Giants also at 9-5 are still alive. The Knights, Dragons, and Tigers technically still alive in the playoff race as well. Over in the NFC, it's a little bit more clear as a couple of teams now have clinched division titles. The Zola Trolls and Beardusk Harpers have clinched their divisions, with the Zombies also having clinched a playoff berth at 10-4. Zentile Keep just barely ahead of Thay for first place in the NFC Evil division. And I'm looking at the Trolls and I noticed something. They have actually allowed more points than they've scored on the season, despite the fact that they are 10-4. So just constantly a team that lives up to their name. They are trolling everyone. Nobody knows which version of this team you get week to week. They're a really fun team just because they piss me off so much. And so that'll do it for this episode of Fantasy Football. I hope you enjoyed it. The Rogues getting their first ever shutout victory. It was very thrilling, down to the wire game with great plays on both sides and just an amazing finish. 34-0, the final. And I have been Todd Gonzalez, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time on Fantasy Football, and I don't know how to end the episode now. Okay, bye.